said to his brothers. He said then on the next level, we see him with Sayyidina Idris. Because Sayyidina Idris is the first Nabi to write with a pen. He's the first prophet to write with a pen. And after the Prophet ﷺ establishes his authority, he starts to write to all of the different kings in the world, inviting them to Islam. Then the next level we see is Sayyidina Harun, because Sayyidina Harun was the mahbub of his people. The Sheikh said Sayyidina Musa was more jalal, he was more rigorous, he was more rough. And so the people couldn't interact with him in the same way they could with his younger brother, Sayyidina Harun. Sayyidina Musa was jalal, Sayyidina Harun was jamal. He was open air, he was friendly. And so he became beloved by his nation. The same way the Prophet ﷺ became loved by Jaziratul Arab in the final days of his life, because he united all the tribes, he brought priests. So he sees Musa, because Musa, when they were wandering in the desert, they had to fight, or they had to go to battle with the most powerful tribes at that time. And it's after the Prophet ﷺ takes over Makkah, then he has to go into fighting the Roman Empire and other places. And then in the final level, he sees Sayyidina Ibrahim. And he sees Sayyidina Ibrahim because Sayyidina Ibrahim, as we know, is the one who re-established the house of Allah. He re-established the Kaaba, and the manasik that we follow in going on Hajj and going on Umrah are all to do with the story of Sayyidina Ibrahim and to do with his wife, Sayyidatina Hajar and Sayyidina Ismail. He said, and so before he returns to Allah, after the 7th level, he sees Ibrahim leaning against Baytul Ma'mur, which is a representation of the Kaaba, meaning the final stage of his life is he will finally achieve his goal of going on Hajj, which is his Hajjatul Wada, and then he returns to Allah. He said, so Isra al-Mi'raj was a story preparing the Prophet ﷺ for all of the different stages in his life to come. So he could take strength from the stories of the prophets that came before him. That's something I heard in this tafsir in West Africa that I'm sure is enriching to a lot of us. We can see that story in a different perspective, and that's something that I haven't read in a lot of the other books, which is why one of the Mauritanian shuyukh who came to Senegal for the tafsir of this sheikh, he said, وَكَمْ قَدْ جَاءَكُمْ مِنْهُمْ سُؤَالٌ وَكَمْ قَدْ جَاءَهُمْ مِنْكُمْ جَوَابٌ بِالْمَا فِي الْكُتْبِ قَدْ تَأْتِي وَتَأْتِي بِمَا لَمْ يَأْتِي كَتْبِهِ كِتَابٌ. He said, how many questions have come to us from you and how many answers have come to you from us? He said, you bring us what's in this book and what's in that book, and then you close the books and bring us what we haven't seen in any of the books. And if you know Mauritanians, you know that they've read and memorized all of the books. So, alhamdulillah.